So I stand them up, sit them up, carry them on my legs. And if you show the sheep that you're not going to hurt it, you keep it relaxed. So I'm using my legs as like the hairdresser's chair. My left hand will be just guiding the sheep and the blades, keeping everything safe. And obviously my right hand's going to work with the blades, just moving around that sheep. So I slide the bottom blade in under the wool and just push the top one down to the sheep, down through the wool to the other blade. All the time I'm shearing, I'm watching where the skin of the sheep is, and I can feel with my legs how's the sheep reacting. And if you watch all the time, my left hand's kind of preparing the way. You can press in on the sheep there to bring its leg up, so I can drop the blades in underneath. And I'm always manoeuvring my toes around that sheep to keep it comfortable. We've got a tail we've got to find underneath that big fluffy fleece on its tail there. I just roll the sheep over a little bit now so I can get in underneath that backbone. And it's just keeping my toes in the right place to give that sheep a little bit of comfort, security, that no harm's going to come to it. I roll it up, move my left leg through, so now I can push the sheep against that left leg. And you see my left hand is just controlling the sheep, it's not pushing it really hard any direction, it's just cushioning its movements. So I can be in control of where that head goes. Because with these sharp blades, it can be dangerous. So just working the sheep around there, twisting my left foot out so I can push the sheep onto the back of that left leg, keep it comfortable. A blade shearer would expect to get paid about £3, £3.50 for shearing a sheep, because you're doing something a machine shearer can't do. You're leaving a greasy layer of wool on that sheep. And blade shearers can do upwards of 100 a day, so it's not too bad a wage. Get to travel around the world shearing. I've been fortunate enough to shear Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, most countries in Europe. And there's great camaraderie amongst the shearers. You can travel to another country, not speak their language. Say you can shear, they'll give you a sheep, you shear the sheep, they give you another one. Shear another one, they give you another sheep. Then you might get some food and a bed and do it all again the next day. So it's a great way of travelling, seeing the world, earning a good payment in local currency, and yield this amazing sustainable fibre of wool. So my toes are in underneath those sheep, just holding it up. Last weekend compared to this weekend, I was part way through with a friend of mine setting a new British record for shearing. We did 330 in the day. So So today, just shearing 10 or whatever it is there, it's going to be a bit of a cruisy day. But we like that. Now, is there any sheep farmers here in the crowd? Any shepherds, sheep shearers? You all look like you could be. So as you can see from the sheep, it hasn't really jumped around. I could be tempting fate now, it could get up and run away. But if you can shear in a relaxed way, keeping that sheep under control but not too much pressure on it, they will just, as you can see, just sit there a bit perplexed, but hopefully not too stressed. Because if the sheep gets stressed and starts kicking and struggling, that just makes my job really tricky. I don't like hard work. You don't want to work hard, do you? Doing something you love. So for me, to be able to shear sheep for the last, probably I've shorn sheep for 40 years now. Been helping out with the wool industry, meeting people from all around the world. We're lucky enough we've come up to London, a couple of fashion shows where they've been using our wool. That's remarkable to see it in its correct use. So there we go, one well-behaved lamb. Take your bow, yeah. So with that lamb, 6 months of wool, we've probably got 1,500 grams, kilo, somewhere in between that. Now if there's anybody who'd like a little sample of wool, we found one teacher earlier on, they took the whole fleece for the class to do some work with next week. But that's the staple.